we still keep to work hard to improve more, to find a way for start to win the games and go up in the table.
Okay, well, enough.
Oh,
She said
they understand. Okay.
All right, we'll start with Luis here.
Can you talk a little bit about the team chemistry now that you're back?
Foi tão rápido, né? Que não deu ainda para... Bom, pelo menos eu acho que a atmosfera está um pouco mais, digamos que positiva, né? Mesmo não ganhando o jogo hoje. Mas, como eu falei, a gente só vai estar 100%, todo mundo bem, feliz e jogando e treinando feliz quando a gente começar a ganhar os jogos e sair dessa situação.
Well, it was a pretty quick time over there at the World Cup, but I feel like when I came back, it was a better atmosphere, more positive, even though we're still not winning as much as we want to. So I think just for everyone to be 100% happy, and it would just be us get back to winning.
Michael on the end.
Marta, do you feel the Red Stars earned that win, or do you feel like the Pride let these points slip away in this one?
Eu acho que a gente precisa confiar mais, precisa acreditar mais, ter mais confiança no nosso jogo, na nossa maneira de jogar. Os gols que a gente tomou inaceitável, foram gols muito baratos. Até eu faria os gols se eu estivesse jogando no ataque e me passasse as bolas da maneira que a gente errou lá atrás. Então, eu acredito que se a gente confiar mais na maneira que a gente tem que jogar, não só o Chicago, mas qualquer outra equipe que vier jogar aqui, não vai ser fácil de ganhar. Mas precisamos ter mais confiança.
I think we need to trust more, I think we need to have more confidence. I think it was unacceptable, the goals we got scored. It was just too easy. I just feel like if it was me having all those balls, I'll have scored as well, So I just think we need to have more confidence and trust more.
And I have a question. Can I ask? Quais são os 2 fundamentos básicos do futebol? Quero saber. Os 2, só 2.
I just have a question. What's the main fundamentals of soccer? Just 2, if anyone can answer the 2 main fundamentals.
Básico.
The basics for football.
You know that? You don't play soccer. When you start play soccer, you need to know 2 basic, like... Como é que é o domínio?
Just trapping and passing.
And pass.
Trap the ball and pass the ball.
When you can't do that on the game, especially in danger area, we kill ourselves. So let's work more. Let's go back to work like for 2 basic fundament, like, That's it.
We'll go to Jason. And back to Michael.
Marta, what was the feeling at halftime, right when that second goal was scored by Kerr? And did that feel like a changing point in the game? You guys had tied it, and then last minute before half, they go up again.
Qual foi o seu sentimento depois quando você tomou o segundo gol no finalzinho do primeiro tempo?
Eu acho que foi um gol muito bobo, né? Especialmente quando está acabando o primeiro tempo, ou até mesmo no final de um jogo, a gente precisa manter o foco, estar sempre atenta. A primeira bola é sempre importante ter alguém para combater ali junto, mesmo que não ganhe a bola. A gente sabe que estava muito quente e o jogo estava lento, a gente não conseguia dar uma velocidade para o jogo, mas estava quente para as 2 equipes, então é inaceitável a gente não ter alguém ali próximo para para dividir a bola aérea quando a goleira colocou a bola em jogo.
I think it was a silly goal. I just think we need to have some pressure and have someone, even though you're not going to affect the ball and actually get the ball, you need to have someone there to pressure to get that, thing in the like at the ball. But mainly in the end of the halves, I just feel like we need to keep focus. We can't just get scored right in the end when we have a tie to come into halftime. I mean, it was getting low for the game, too hot and all that, but it was for both, So we just need to keep focus, and it was a silly.
Back to Michael and then Luis to finish up.
Marta, you got to spend time with Camilla over in France, and in the second half here today, she showed some signs of the form she had before her injury. Do you see her returning into, the player that she was before the knee injury?
Ela tá evoluindo, né? Ela tá evoluindo. A Camila tem, como todos sabem, potencial muito grande. Tem tudo para ajudar a equipe. Mas ela está evoluindo e também precisa, jogo após jogo, mostrar isso e retomar a confiança para que ela possa ir brigar por uma vaga entre as titulares. Mas a gente espera, sim, que ela possa dar essa continuidade. Acredito que ela está mais focada agora e espero que venha a evoluir junto com a equipe.
I think she's growing for sure. She's getting better, and she has a great potential, as we all know, to help us get more wins, and increase this campaign. She just needs to show every game, that every game of practice, and just get her confidence back so she can fight for the spot to play for us.
Luis, final question.
Final question.
What does Orlando need to do to become more ruthless in the attack?
Precisa fazer para chegar mais.
Para estar mais no ataque, entendeu?
Eu acho que primordial numa partida é a posse de bola. A equipe que consegue manter a posse de bola, consegue encaixar os passes, não errar tanto o passe, obviamente vai fazer a adversária correr mais e cansar mais e com isso abrir os espaços. A gente ainda não chegou nesse ponto de ter um controle de bola, ousar manter a bola com a gente e fazer a equipe adversária correr. Eu acredito que quando a gente tiver nesse nível, a gente chegará mais vezes no ataque com mais atletas no ataque para finalizar.
I feel like first in a game, we just need to keep the ball, Just keep the ball and connect the passes. Once you keep the ball and connect the passes, you're just going to control the game. And by doing that, you make the opposition run and chase the ball, which makes them more tired, which is going to open space for us. And by doing that, we're still not there yet. But I feel like once we get there and can keep the ball, connect the passes, and open those space, that's when we can get more ruthless in the attack, get more chances, and be more effective.
I mean, when I say keep the ball and not take the ball and go home, just pass, move, pass, move, pass, move. Especially today because they was so hot. And then if we was a little bit more effective, like with the pass and fast, we're supposed to maybe have a better result. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marta.
See you next game.
Thanks, guys. We'll bring in Marc, Erin Greening. While we're waiting for Marc, does anyone have any Chicago player requests? No? All right, I'll let them know. Thank you. Just one, please. Do you want Sam? Okay, I'll tell them now. It'll be after right, we are now joined by Pride head coach Marc Skinner. Marc, can you just get us started with your overall thoughts on the game?
You can probably tell I've lost my voice. Look, we can't give away the goals that we've given away and win a game. We've again, a third game consecutively scored 2 goals and still lost the game. It's not acceptable. So results-wise, it's not acceptable. Performance-wise, we're still going to play out from the back, guys. We're still going to keep playing out from the back. I've never known anybody get better at a skill if you stop doing it. So for me, to be better at things, even though they're high risk or higher risk, you only see the beauty of it after you've gone through the pain. Okay, so we will continue to do that. But again, I just thought that we've huffed and puffed, had more possession control at times, but can't give away the goals that we've given away. And I think that's something I'm learning here, that, and probably in most leagues, is the art of defending is starting to die, and you need to be more intelligent in how you defend things.
Okay, we'll start with Michael and then over to Melissa.
Marc, Marta spoke to the fact when you talked about high-risk areas playing the ball, having to play with more confidence. How do you get the back four and the midfielders to play with more confidence and to avoid those turnovers?
I just think that so most players and most defenders that I've ever worked with only ever see the potential risk of the person that they're playing to or the player that's pressing them. What they don't see is the infinite possibility of the space either side of that player. You can roll a ball short, encourage your player to come, which opens the space behind you, you play over it. What they do not do is, because they've never been taught it through the education systems that they've had, they've never been taught how to play spaces. They've only ever been taught how to play 1v1 all over this field. And it's really interesting because I hear people saying in the crowd going, get it forward, get it forward. You try running for 90 minutes in that heat. You try running there and then running there because you haven't kept the ball. You try doing that, because for me, you would literally need to be resuscitated. It's that brutal. So for me, it's better education, it's better understanding, it's better infinite spaces. Look either side of you. There's so much space, yet we continue to play to that player's feet. And it's what we're going to continue in training. We're going to and then what you'll see is we'll be able to manipulate the opposition. But then you've got to go back. They go back to default, some of the players. What they've learned for the last 10, 15 years, they continue to do. It's habit, habit, habit. And once you break that habit and see the infinite possibility, you then change your game. You change the world that you see. And that for me is consistency, training consistency, and replicating pressure consistency. Because it's only in the pressure moment where they make that wrong decision. And there's been times today we've done it and got out, and we've played well and we've arrived in the right spaces. Consistency, consistency, consistency.
Go to Melissa in the middle.
Coach, what's the status for Bridget Callahan when she came off the field?
No idea. I think we had a cut across a forehead. So I haven't been able to see the medical team. They said she had to be taken off for that. I've not had an update. So obviously when I come back off the field and go in, I'm sure, knowing Bridget's character, there's probably a concussion there. We don't know, but she's a tough cookie. So I'm sure she'll want to bounce back as quickly as possible. And again, just unfortunate because it changes the whole game plan. But that's football. So I'll get the guys to update you on how Bridget is.
I'll jump in with that. She went to the hospital to get stitches, but she's talkative and aware. So
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Concussion tests and everything. We'll let you know later in the week.
Brilliant.
Luis.
Coach, the way you guys were taking corners today, you guys seem to be driving those low, or was that something that you saw in film, or
No,
just
technical issues? Technical issues. Not good enough technically to take that corner where we wanted it. It's not where we wanted the ball. So that's me just being honest. I was not happy with our set pieces today. Considering we work on them every week, that is a technical issue a player must deliver. So if I have to take the corner for them or tell them where to put it and they can't put it there, then that's something the player must continue to work on in training and get better at. So I wasn't happy with our delivery from corners because we have to be a threat from any set piece, and we just were not because the delivery was not good enough.
Back to Michael.
Marc, I know you've been asked this earlier in the season, but how do you get this team to generate more scoring chances, generate more shots on goal?
Do you know what it is? And I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So everybody thinks attacking is based on just giving it to a player and letting them run and so on. You have to build the ability to attack as a group. Now, we do have individual players, so we can have that luxury of doing that. However, if we turn the ball over, we have to be secure at the back. So for me, my defenders have to take responsibility of releasing your midfielders, releasing your wingers to go and play. At times, they want to play a 2v1 safety game, and that's all on the individual on the moment. Trust me, guys, in training, we'll work on that. We'll say, get to this point, get to this position. They know where they should be. In the moment, they forget themselves. The scoring opportunities, again, it's about being more progressive in that final third. It's about taking players on. You know, for the penalty, we've taken players on in the box. We've got better, believe it or not, in the last 3 weeks at doing that. The end outcome hasn't come, so the goals haven't come. Maybe the shots haven't come. But trust me, the one thing you guys potentially can't see, because you just look at the outcome, is you have to train the mentality to do that. You have to let them go on, you can do it. You almost have to let them go, come on. And you have to consistency. Unfortunately, in training, it doesn't and cannot replicate a match day. So the pressures of you hear a crowd on your back, can you do it? And it's just the psyche. It's a psychological game. That's the hardest thing, that you cannot quantify it. So for me, you have to, in your wide areas, take your 1v1s. You have to be better 1v1. You have to be in the box. But if you look at us, do we have a traditional forward? We don't have a traditional forward. So we have more 1v1 players that can link and play and so on. So it's hard. We don't have a centre forward when Alex isn't there. Alex is a centre forward that you can put in the box and make her work, and she'll find space in head, and she's clear at that. So we're crossing situations where we're going to have to work a little bit harder. We're going to have to play and get through rather than just deliver it into a box. And then it's, again, opposite side. Every player, and I can tell you this tactically, you watch every player, if the ball is out wide left, every one of their centre-halves will look at the ball. Every defender will look at the ball. So it's about arriving in the right space, and Sam Kerr's a master at that. She's a master of arriving at the right space. She opens a space and closes it. We need to be able to do that. So whether that's recruitment, whether that's continuing, but we've got to find a way of scoring with the players we have. So that's why you'll see a little bit more of a build-up rather than just lumping it into a box and hoping. I'd rather have a little bit more about us than just hoping we're going to score from a ball flying into the box.
All right, Luis, last one.
What positives can you take to build from this match going forward?
I know I'll take a lot of positives in terms of, it's the third game in a row we've scored 2 goals. Regardless of how many shots, we're still scoring goals. But you can't concede 3 the way we've conceded 3 goals. Especially as they're school errors. They're basic errors that we can rectify. If I speak to the person, they'll rectify it. It's not a coaching thing. But then I think that the positives are, we've got another 90 minutes for players that are new to the league, that will only help them benefit. So like an Erin Greening, for example, she'll learn. She was in some great defending, covering positions. So when the balls were coming, she was reading the game better. I think we have the ability to play it from the back, but you just can't make mistakes so centrally and give it away. So there are lots and lots that I see individually of improving, but now it has to be dragged together. And look, it's, you beat a Sky Blue, everyone goes, oh, everything's fixed. It's not. It's a continuing work in progress. Because, guys, we need to keep a clean sheet. This league doesn't like clean sheets for some reason. It loves a 4-4. It loves a 4-3. In any other world of football, I don't know how you're gonna survive. I don't know how you survive. Oh, you have a goal, we'll score. You have a goal, we'll score. No, it needs to be better than that. So in order for us to win games of football, we need to keep clean sheets, and that goes counter, because then you only need to score 1 goal, you win the game. Okay, you can still be attacking with that. We just don't need to be stupid. And I think we give away too many soft goals, and that's the negative of the positives of all the individual development.
Okay, thank you, Marc.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
right, we are now joined by defender Erin Greening. Erin, can you just get us started with your thoughts on the game today?
I think that we made some mistakes in the back and we got punished for them, but I think we kept fighting. It shows a lot of our character to keep fighting till the end, and we were pushing for that third and it just didn't happen for us, but I'm really happy with the effort and how hard we worked in this game.
Okay, open for questions. Michael?
Erin, you don't always see a right back with 103 touches. Was there a conscious effort to go up the right today, or is this something Chicago was doing, that kind of thing?
Maybe. I'm not really sure. I think it was just getting played on my side a lot, and sometimes that happens. And yeah.
Okay, Luis?
I know there's normally an adjustment period for the speed of the game from college to the pros. Can you talk a little bit about, is the game slowing down for you, or how are things going in that regard?
I mean, it's definitely a change and an adjustment for me. It's a lot faster. It's literally a different game, but I learn something new every game, and I'm going to continue to develop and try my best with every opportunity I get.
Back to Michael.
Erin, Marc talked about having to playing the ball out and having to relearn how to look for spaces rather than the player you're looking for or the defender that's coming at you. Do you feel like you're making that adjustment, and how long does it, or how hard is it to make that change?
I mean, it is a little bit difficult because I'm still adjusting to this style of play. But I think that we're getting better with it, with finding the spaces, connecting with the midfields, and getting forward. We're scoring more goals, so we just have to continue to do that and get better at it every game.
Back to Luis.
So when you talk about getting better, like, could you specifically talk about what sort of things you're doing to improve your game?
Learning. I mean, every day at practice, I learn something new. Marc is the best coach I've ever had, and he really makes sure that you understand certain plays of the game, and it's just continuing to develop for me and to continue to learn.
Anything else? Julia?
When you're trying to play through the back, how does a forward like Sam Kerr kind of put pressure on that back line to kind of keep things clean, especially when you are trying to build a lot of your offense through the back line?
I mean, she definitely made it a little bit difficult because she was on always making runs on the blind side, but I think we did really well. It just, we made some little errors that we got punished for.
All right, thank you, Erin.
Thank you.
For those that requested Sam, we'll have her out in the mix zone area. She's